Yo.
Please.
This is like my one chance a week to make music.
You don't have any other time?
Have you seen my shit?
Yeah, you're fucking
Thursday's my good day.
You're literally, you know, if you cut down on eating, you'll have so much other time to do stuff. Are these your vocals?
Yeah, that's me. I haven't made anything yet.
You haven't made anything yet?
I've produced one funny friend project.
Are you gonna produce a song?
That's the goal, yeah. I find it fun. Hopefully vocals as well. Cause like,
You got vocals?
I'm not much, no, not at all.
You got them. Wait, what are we gonna karaoke?
Oh, you're right. I'll let you down. I'm gonna do it like Sunday.
We've gone twice already.
No, but like I actually need to be present for those classes tomorrow because they're heavy.
Why do you?
Like I need to be mentally present, not just in the class, but mentally present.
Okay, so what time do you have to sleep at?
I don't know. Like some of the video work. Look at that, eh? And they finished the half like 21-7 and opened the third quarter with like 2 nice ass fucking long throws, and it was 28-10. I kind of like it too, you know. Even though I realized afterwards, like maybe I should have gotten a slightly different material, because this one might kind of show its age a little bit easily. Editing the Drake video this morning. Like went out for the football game stuff, saw some people, just came back. I went to the library for an hour doing business work, reading about financial ratios. Some plans for later tonight, friends party. That'll be pretty good. A wise man I think would take a nap right now, but I'm not that smart yet, so I'm not doing that shit. As I was telling my sister earlier, like, that's okay. You gotta have those embarrassing moments, and the people with the opinions that matter, they won't be ruined by one bad representation of yourself, one bad interaction, you know. You'll have many more chances to more accurately represent yourself. A theme that I picked up over the year, pretty firm believer in the idea that you have to be your own biggest fan, your own biggest motivator, with the condition that you have to earn the right to believe in yourself by doing great things, or by at least trying, right? Which is a great thing. Terrible lighting. The fan's going too, eh? And if I... Wait, is it always going? Oh, wait. This actually is amazing. Oh, we could do some actually cool ass shit. Crazy with it. Oh my days. I used to keep a pen and paper journal. I started around COVID, but shockingly I got very lazy, and instead I started to just turn on the microphone, talk there, and I have like, I don't even know how many files at this point. Taking journals and then making sure you actually revisit them is a nice way of realizing, oh, okay, it's a bit of a character trend or something like that. Therapeutic. Sometimes when my mind would be kind of really riled up, I just go and help me sort of organize things live. And I also thought it'd be a cool record, which it is. A cool personal record that no one else can sort of create for you. But I'd recommend make it as accessible as possible, and it's enjoyable. Like if you like pen and paper, that's great. Do pen and paper. If you like talking to a camera in your dorm washroom and then posting it on the internet, that's great too. Going home, hugging my parents, stuff like that. That was something I also just started doing in COVID. I remember my dad, after like the first 5 days or so, he's like, "You feeling all right?" And I was like, "Yeah." I know that one of the more common regrets that people sort of have near their deathbed is like, oh yeah, I wish I hugged my family more when I had the chance. So like, why would I want to regret? A tradition that's only been broken by the fact that I'm away from home, but I think it's natural course. Some of the nights are a little bit rougher than others. If I'm interested enough, like I kind of joined this because I could, you know? Like I like math, I like science, and at least for these first few weeks, I've proven to myself that I can have the work ethic to handle it. I found it great. Like it was just accounting, and I found it like super engaging. And it was like, oh, awesome. And it's 3 hours on a Tuesday night. It's not just that I like the business. I also like how like they have more control over their day. And I think so many of them don't realize the opportunity that they have. Who just committed even partly as hard as I am right now. They could be doing extraordinary things. The clubs that they're running, going to events, like playing the game, whatever, your LinkedIn, your resume, you guys have all the time for that. Because I'm finding time for it. And if I find time for it, you certainly can. If you want to make music, you want to make your videos, anything like that, you certainly can. How much of this ability that I have right now is stemming from the demand of the situation? You know, I'm a firm believer that your abilities kind of rise to the level of the challenge. And that's why, you know, when exams come around, kids find a way to crunch and pass. And then when things are calm, they don't do jack shit. Like I kind of talk with my dad there. Like I'm sure a lot of you guys could do what I'm doing, right? And I kind of have to believe that, or else like nothing stopped me from thinking I'm just better than you. I'm just smarter than you. A big theme in this last year for me was kind of confidence in one's abilities and justifying that confidence, and how sometimes just having the belief that things, like you can handle things, whether it's through arrogance or through faith. Although they have different side effects, they both have the main effect of letting you handle difficult situations. Whether it's because you put your faith in a God who will see things through for you, or you know that you could do this because you've done it in the past, and you know, maybe you do have to tap into saying, okay, if this guy can fucking do it, I can too. Either way, it kind of dispels some of the worry, dispels some of the mental noise. And if nothing else, that is effective. Like there's a genuine use to that. Keep checking in with myself, keep checking in on how much I like engineering, what I like to see down the road. And if I do make the switch, maybe I don't know if this video is going up, but I would like to put it in the video. I'll write that in my tasks note actually. And I hope I make the switch, I stay organized. I stay waking up early. I stay doing things that I enjoy. I want to read a novel, man. I want to read a fucking like English classic. I want to go take an arts history class, or like, you know, learn about the ancient Greeks. What the fuck do I know about like Chinese history? Nothing. You know, I can't even speak my own language. That'd be a nice place to start. I want to travel. I want to indulge in cultures. I want to like meet and observe great people. I want to have that confidence to play great music, and I think we can. And not just today. I was listening to Leve, and it was a fucking blast. I got a bit of the blonde effect again. And after this video is finished recording, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be laying down on my bed listening to Leve. And tomorrow is another heavy day. And that's okay. I'm kind of in a position where I know I can handle heavy days, but I want to put the work of those heavy days into something I'm truly passionate about. I'd love to make music. I'd love to be a businessman. Or I'd love to like do both. I'd love to keep making these videos. I want to, like I wrote down in one of the notes, like I'd love to inspire a generation to, you know, be more aware, be more confident, be less concerned with what other people are thinking, be more willing to express themselves artistically. Like I'd like to be some type of proof that it's possible in the same way that many of my inspirations showed me it was possible, right? I'd love to be that type of father for my kids, and I'd love to, you know, like share that same message, and just, you know, like it's fun to make people better. A lot of it can't be demonstrated so explicitly, you know, a lot of it can't be so effectively said to a camera when you're balancing on your Lysol container in a bathroom, or, you know, said at midnight in a car or whatever. But kind of something that I was hoping with these videos, like I said, it's a personal record, but I'd also, you know, love it if one day after all of this, like after I keep pushing and all this works out, and not just works out, like all this kind of, this dream materializes, no matter how it may change or whatever, it'd be nice to be able to look back and say, hey, I said I could do it and I did it, you know. Say you can do it and you can do it. Maybe this video will go up, maybe it won't. Maybe it'll have to go up because the sweatshirt looks so nice. I made the mistake like 2 weeks ago, washing all my clothes and whatever, and throwing in the dryer and not one, I'm pretty sure, not cleaning out the dryer. Because when I pulled out my clothes, there were like a couple dryer sheets and I only put in one. And two, like there was a bunch of my clothes I left just wet for a while. Like I washed them and then I was like, oh, okay, the dryers are huge. I'll just like put them all in together. I think that not all of it dried after, and it got this really fucking nasty sweat smell. I think it was a particularly rough night that night, but I still think it kind of holds true. Like, but I could be thinking too short term. That's the other issue, right? You know, there is something cool about being engineering and business. It does make you more hireable. But I was also caught up in the question of, well, okay, how hireable do I want to be? You know, I have aspirations to kind of own my own thing, right? Kind of dictate my own schedule, kind of be able to make music, make art, embarrass myself in front of people, and not have it affect my career. A lot of the value that I get from school would not just be like, you know, beefing up my resume, but also just becoming smarter, you know? Like I like going to business school, not just because it'll say I went here, but because I'll like, you know, have a better understanding of business. So if I go and do my own thing, I won't be as screwed over. I feel like at the core, that's what school should be about. But a lot of it is kind of, and I understand, you know, you do like there has to be some way to separate the accomplished, dedicated, and hardworking from those that aren't. And you know, one indicator of that is, oh, how many clubs did you join in university? Which ones were they? Do you have any leadership positions? What schools did you get into? You know, along with that, like what were your marks? Because you know, if you have higher marks, like anyone can get a lower mark, right? Not anyone can get a higher mark. I could just be thinking a little bit too short term right now, because maybe like 5 years on the grindstone really isn't that bad. I'm trying to stay aware of it all. I sometimes notice there are moments in life that disproportionately reward you or change you, you know? You can work so, like I've got guys who worked part-time, overnight shifts, like for a year, and they made a few grand, and to think that they could lose all of that in like one car crash. You know, I got to choose my university, but I didn't get to choose my residence. And I sometimes wonder, like I'm happy with my residence, but I feel like everyone kind of from time to time wonders, oh, you know, how different would my life have been if I just got randomly placed in that other one? I met all these kids instead. I'm very happy with where I'm at, but it's kind of natural, a little bit fun, sometimes worrying to wonder about. So I don't try to. Where was I going with this plan? Oh yes, you can spend a lot of time beefing up your resume and stuff, but I think if you are just holding these leadership positions and stuff like that and you don't enjoy it at all, I think you really are kind of screwing yourself, because there are probably opportunities that require less effort that would get you to the same goal. My point is not to not take on these endeavors, these extracurriculars, leadership positions, any of that. But I'm saying at least like gain some fulfillment from it, you know? I hope you at least like your crowd. You know, you like what you're doing, or you're gaining some actual experience that you like. Are you noticing a bit of a theme in a lot of my revelations? A lot of it's just kind of do things because you actually want to do them, not just because everyone else wants to. In the same way that you can get hired because you spent so much time and effort doing a club, you can also get hired because you just talked to someone. Like a resume is a good indicator, right? It's not the end goal. The end goal is, of course, to work a great job that you like, that pays you well, that is fulfilling, that is challenging enough, you know, that gives you enough time to, and inspires you to wake up on a Thursday and just, you know, switch your sheets before you go home. The end goal shouldn't be to have a super long ass resume, unless you enjoy that. We don't learn in school to understand better, like understand math better. A lot of us just go to school, show up so that we can do well on the test and get a good mark. We chase the like what was originally meant to be just an indicator, a milestone, and we lose sight of the big picture, right? Or we slave away at schools that we don't really love for better hopes of security and success without taking time to maybe reflect on, okay, is there like any other way for my, not just my way to my job, but my way to my happiness or something? Yeah, I'm excited. I get to eat breakfast today instead of having croissant. I get to sit down, have some eggs again, have some pineapple, have some bacon, whatever they got. Oh. Finish that shit. Wait, well, I think this part I was taking first. I was kind of worried. Not worried, maybe worried is not the right word. I was kind of like aware that this day was going to be kind of long because it was the regular like 9:30, 8:30 to 1:30. I know with a lab from 2:30 to 5:30, chemistry lab. But you can't tell right now. It's 5 o'clock because we just knocked that shit out of the park.
I'm so depressed. Who are you talking to?
With the camera.
My favorite
This
team
is it.
lost. Just Action's favorite team.
Which one?
I'm gonna go cry in the bathroom.
Which teams was that?
Fulham.
Fulham?
You've never heard of them?
Yeah, you're right. I know AFC Richmond. That's about it. And
Yeah,
West Ham.
They weren't in Ted Lasso. They were robbed.
That's just 'cause they weren't good, though.
I'm
Sorry. No, we'll have you on as a recurring side character.
Recurring?
Yeah, sure.
Recurring? I can't be recurring. How am I supposed to get paid?
Oh, you're right. No, but like, we'll make the cameos.
You have to watch the MLB playoffs with me. Don't forget.
I'm actually down. But yeah, it was a heavy ass day. It was a weekend. That was pretty good. I saw some old friends. Shout out Jordan. Shout out Ben. Showed up to Jordan's 2-hour accounting class, and I was doing like statics work in it. Busy ass day today. There's still some more later actually. I got the intramural volleyball team I'm captaining, but not bad. You know, you can kind of keep your energy up by keeping your spirits up. One observation I've been pushing with engineers, it's kept me engaged, which is kind of cool. I might go down for some dinner later. Maybe play some music later. I was gonna listen to either Abbey Road, maybe Chet Baker. I listened to the first track of can what? Good day. Yeah, maybe listen to Abbey Road. The first track of that Radiohead album with in Weird Fishes is actually kind of interesting. I was listening to that earlier. Something I never thought I'd admit, but that might have to come up soon. Maybe some Chet Baker, like, we're good. My lab partner was cool as fuck. Just sort of following some of the things I'm preaching finally. Just pretty good. Yeah, time to do more stuff. Until next time, don't mind the hair.